psychic reading on Gypsy Rose Blanchard. We're going to be talking about her mother, her husband? I think she's married, right?
Yeah.
Her husband, and anyways, let's get started. We're Trinity Oracles. We are a trio of psychic sisters. Erica is missing today. She has some stuff to do. I'm Jasmine. This is Candace. We do personal readings. We do animal readings, dream interpretation, energy work. Make sure you check out all the things that we have to offer in the description box below. Check out our website, TrinityOracles.com, and make sure you book your 2024 reading, okay? With some of YouTube's most accurate psychics. Let's see here. Oh, join our Patreon. Get exclusive energy work, exclusive challenge that we can't put on Patreon, and enroll in the Oracle Readers Academy. Yeah, we can't put those videos on YouTube. Enroll in the Oracle Card Readers Academy. You can learn how to read cards just like us and connect with your spirit guides. And let's go.
All right, so Gypsy Rose Blanchard, if you don't know, do know, she basically her mom has suffered from, I don't know how to pronounce it, Munchausen syndrome, or basically by proxy, where she lied about her daughter being sick. She had Gypsy going through all these surgeries, and basically Gypsy met this guy online, and he told her, you know, your mom's lying, you're not sick, and they plotted and they killed her. The guy killed her. So Gypsy is free after being in jail for almost 10 years, and she is everywhere. I went on my Instagram Explore page, and I just saw her doing interviews. So people wanted to know, after the countless documentaries that have been made, Lifetime movies, made for TV series, people want to know about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. So the first question is, did she really feel bad for what she did to her mother, having her mother killed? Some people say, oh, she didn't care. She did care. They're confused, so they really want to know. So let's see what her spirit guide said.
She does care. She's filled with regret. They said actually she understands that her mom had a severe mental illness. Now she understood. Back then, she didn't understand. But now it's like, oh shoot.
My mom was really sick.
Yeah.
And she does feel bad for, she does feel bad for what occurred.
Yeah.
Didn't like how it ended. She didn't even like, you know, because they killed her and her ex-boyfriend. They plotted to kill the mom. He killed her, the mom. She does feel bad for what happened. She's like, I can't change what happened, but it happened. Yep. I feel bad. Yep.
She's filled with regret.
Yeah.
Yep. To be honest, if she could, she wished she could. She would have. They keep showing like she wished she would have taken a chance and just left. Instead of killing her, she wished she would have just like, you know what? I wish I would have just left. Took precautions to never be around her again, ever see her again, you know, and just live my life. And she's also like, they're like, oh my God, like, I had to spend 8 years in jail. I could have faced the rest of my life in prison when I could have just left. Even when she was being tried, she was scared. She was like filled with regret. Even when she got arrested, she was like, oh my gosh, like I should have just found a way to get out and never return. Oh my God, I could be going to prison for the rest of my life. My God.
Ex-boyfriend, he's in prison for life because he was the one that killed her. Yes.
Yep, so she does regret her actions. She really does.
Next question is, why was her mother the way she was? Because she said some stuff about her mom, and I was like...
What were some of the things? Because I haven't read it.
She said that her mom, besides lying about her being ill, she said that whenever a doctor would say that nothing was wrong with her, she said her mother would try to get the doctors fired. Like, how dare you say nothing's wrong with my daughter, even though nothing was wrong with her. Doctors would still perform surgeries on her. She said she would bribe the doctors, and if they said no to the surgeries, her mom would get mad at them and try to get them to lose their job. Because she was so convinced in her head that something was wrong with her daughter.
I didn't know she was bribing them. Lord have mercy.
Yeah. And she said her mom, they got so many like donations. Because when people would hear about the story, they touched their heart. They didn't know it wasn't real, but they would get much. She said we got so much money and people to come and put ramps. Because she was in a wheelchair. Didn't need to be in a wheelchair, but put ramps in, and they said they were treated like basically with luxury. And she said, that's what my mom wanted.
Lord have mercy.
Why was her mom like this? They said her mother, for some reason, immediately her spirit guide said, this is learned behavior. Learning to manipulate people to get what they want. And it doesn't matter how they're manipulating people as long as they get what they want at the end of the day. Her mother, I don't know anything about her, but they said her mother grew up in a very volatile environment. Emotionally, physically, all the above. And that contributed to the way she treated Gypsy, unfortunately.
I get severe mental illness. They said this woman had absolutely no control. None. Like,
it just took over.
It just, like, her mind was just like, and it showed like her mind was like in battle between, this is my card here with the mom, between good and evil, good and evil, good and evil. Like, oh my God.
Though.
Exactly. The thing is though, she was always in a battle. Good and evil, good and evil, good and bad, good and bad. Like, but they said she had no,
like, was it like she not conscious? Is that
no. She had no compassion. And they keep using the word coherence. Like, she had no compassion, no coherence about how much she was hurting her daughter. Nor did they kept showing like she even ignored the red flags of her daughter, like getting angry at her, like her daughter maybe retaliating against her. Like, she ignored the red flag. This is the equivalent, her mom is the equivalent like a homeless person that has severe debilitating mental illness. They're on the streets and they know they need to make money to get their drugs, their alcohol, their tent. They know they need to do what they need. Because you might say, there's no way she had mental illness that bad, but she's still making sure she get that money. They said this the same as a homeless person who's severely with debilitating, they keep using the word debilitating mental illness. They still gonna make sure they get their money. They're still gonna make sure they get what they need. They're like, with her, it's the same thing. They show no compassion with her daughter at all. No, none. And her mom also loved attention. Loved attention. But they keep showing it was severe, debilitating mental illness. Debilitating. It's unfortunate what Gypsy Rose went through. It's like super unfortunate. She was born to a severely mentally ill mother.
Yeah. Oh man, okay. Gypsy Rose, she said that she got a letter from a man while she was in prison, and she is now married to that man. Somebody said that the man even looks like her mother, but they are seen, you know, on Instagram, I guess TikTok, I don't want TikTok, but doing like lifetime couples tags, like they're all over the place. People want to know, is he really genuine, and will this marriage last?
He's not genuine. Gypsy Rose, he is taking you for a joyride. They said
something is mentally, he's not right in the head. I'd say I'm not right in the head either. Yeah, they say he kind of sees you as something to play with. I hate to say that, but yeah, they said if you believe that this is genuine love, it is not.
Exactly. This is a money grab.
Yeah.
This is a money grab, and also for attention.
I don't know if, I don't know anything, I don't even know the guy's name, but they've said for some reason, I don't know if he studied this case, or he had an interest in her, or when he saw her, he was like, oh, she's pretty, and then he read more about her, and then they said for some reason, like, an obsession took over.
Yep.
And then he's like, I'm going to write her. And then she wrote back, and he was like, oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is what this is. They said this is, for him, this is just an obsession. This is not love.
Exactly.
Gypsies. So.
Gypsy Rose is gonna, when this relationship ends, she is gonna move on to someone else. So this is.
I got a baby.
It's not a one and done between them, or for her
for her and her future. Like she can be like, oh my gosh, I'm having a baby, guys. I don't get it that it's with this man, but they just show her being like, they didn't say who. They just show her like, I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Gypsy Rose going to repeat the pattern of her mother with her child?
Oh, man.
Is there potential? No. Gypsy Rose is nothing like her mother. Nothing.
She was a victim of her mother.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So those who, because when she has a baby, a lot of people are going to be concerned. Yeah. Oh, my God. Like, even though she has a lot of people who cheered her on, like, you know, like, yeah, your mom deserved that, blah, blah, blah. There are going to be people who are just as equally concerned, like, oh, my God, like, are you healed enough? Did you see enough therapists? You know, sometimes mental illness passed down. Maybe she's going to be just like her mom with her kid. No.
No.
Gypsy Rose is actually going to take extra precaution to protect
with her
child. Exactly. Exactly. I keep seeing Gypsy Rose. I don't know if she's written a book But there's definitely more. They keep saying thousands of interviews to come. Like, she's not done. There's thousands.
That was the next question. What's next for Gypsy Rose?
Well, what's next?
What was next for her? So you started
there. I see a book. I see Gypsy Rose.
Baby card.
Oh, there you go.
There's a child coming for her. They said it's a little boy. I guess it's like a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting Gypsy Rose reaching out to maybe like nonprofits. I don't think she's going to start her own foundation, but I do see her like working with others. Like, hey, you may not hear about it publicly, but she's going to keep bringing to light about what she went through, Munchausen by proxy, mental illness. She's going to be a big mental health advocate. Okay.
Yeah, she said she wanted to work with Kim Kardashian for prison reform.
Oh,
that's what she said. She's like, if she's open to it, she's like, I would like to do something like that. But who knows what's in her future? But she's definitely going to be, like John said, an advocate for mental illness.
Exactly. Exactly. They keep showing more big interviews for her. I think there's some more documentaries coming out from her and her camp. So other big what do you call it? Other big
there's been like movies.
Other big networks are going to be creating their own, but then her team is going to be reaching out to these networks, putting them out. Or you're going to hear her say, this is my story told from my mouth, stuff like that. So just be prepared. Her mother actually regrets a lot of what she did. They showed that. She does regret. So yeah, she's on the other side. They say she's crying like all the time.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Like I wish I didn't do this to her. But also regret about, let me see something about her mother's past.
Her mom had a lot.
Sexually abused.
Well, Gypsy Rose said her grandfather, which I think is her mother's father, sexually abused her. That's what she said.
Oh, did it to Gypsy Rose?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Okay.
She said my grandfather did that. She said he did that to me.
But I see her mother being sexually abused.
Yeah, her mom had a horrible past.
A lot of trauma.
Yeah.
A lot of trauma. That's why they brought up with Gypsy Rose and pedophiles. She's going to be bringing to light about pedophiles, pedophilic behavior, stuff like that. So there's definitely going to be discussions coming from her, talking about her past with that.
Okay.
Yeah. I keep seeing Robin Roberts and Gypsy Rose.
Huh.
I keep seeing that. Robin Roberts and Gypsy Rose. Yep. Other than that, she's got a bright future. She really is going to work on reform, kind of highlighting what you're saying. She is going to work on that, but she has a bright future. So she's not going to repeat her mother's patterns, nothing like that.
I see her being more of like a help. Like, for some reason, like how you said, like the pedophilia thingy. I keep seeing her with like younger girls. Like, hey, you know what? This is what grooming looks like. This is, you need to tell somebody if somebody's doing this and this because of what happened to me, or it's just stuff like it. They just say she's gonna really be like how you say advocating for children's safety.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what it is. I see Gypsy Rose on the road doing a book tour.
Wow.
She'll be traveling far and wide to spread her message about all the things that she believes in.
Yeah.
All the things she believes in. So, other than that, you had anything else?
No.
All right. Oh, they said, will Gypsy Rose ever find love at love? Wow. I don't know why they're written. Yeah. She's going to find love finally at last. Like someone who really genuinely like cares about her, is not... and cares about like the suffering she went through. Not somebody who's going to want to take advantage of her because she's in the limelight. Not someone who wants to take advantage of her because of her money and her status, stuff like that. Because Gypsy Rose is going to be a millionaire. I see her reaching millionaire status. This might not even make it public.
Yeah, but she's getting
Exactly. They say she's sitting on a shit ton of money because of her story. Yeah. So. Yeah, so she is going to find real love, okay? So you guys keep supporting her, keep praying for her, and yeah, that's everything. Book your reading for 2024 with Trinity Oracles. The link is in the description box below. Make sure you book your energy work for 2024, clear out 2023. You guys who are empaths, this is a very heavy year for you guys, karmically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, because you guys are going to be taking on a lot of people's shit this year. unfortunately. So it's important you get that spiritual protection placed ASAP. Book a soul release, okay? Book your soul release, and join Patreon, and that's it. Peace.